Side-by-side comparison, hypervisor installation, Microsoft HyperV and VMware ESXi. This video is one of a series comparing VMware infrastructure with other virtualization products. We will use live side-by-side comparisons to show the greater ease of use, productivity, and functionality of VMware infrastructure when performing common virtualization tasks. This video compares the effort required to install HyperV and ESXi hypervisors from scratch. You'll see that this basic essential task is far easier and faster with VMware ESXi. Microsoft recommends using the new Windows Server 2008 Server Core installation option for the HyperV role. Server Core eliminates many Windows components, including the GUI. Initial configuration is performed via command prompt. HyperV is activated through a series of esoteric commands and reboots. VMware ESXi is a small footprint hypervisor without a general-purpose operating system. Available as an embedded option from several server vendors, it can also be installed quickly on a standard hard disk. ESXi is initially configured with an intuitive character-based GUI. This video demonstrates the effort required to install and configure each hypervisor. Certain time-consuming portions of these processes have been accelerated. The actual time for each is accurately shown on the screen. The first three steps for both platforms are the same. Hardware is booted from installation media, the product installers are started, license agreements accepted, and destination hard disks are selected. After installation, each system needs to reboot. For HyperV, there are 2 reboots during installation, while ESXi requires just 1. In just 7.5 minutes, ESXi is fully installed and ready for action. The Windows Server Core OS installation took over 13 minutes. One of the great things about virtual machines is the speed at which they can be provisioned. Using a general-purpose operating system as your virtualization platform negates this benefit. HyperV Step 4. Set the initial administrator password and log in. Note the non-intuitive process of clicking Other User and typing in Administrator. ESXi Step 4. Log in and use the intuitive GUI to easily set the root password. While we're still waiting for the Windows system to log in, let's go ahead with ESXi Step 5. Set a static IP address, DNS server, and hostname. It's easy to configure ESXi and no reboots are needed. For now, let's pause ESXi activity to let Windows catch up. Step 5. The command prompt interface is ready to accept the arcane commands required to rename the host, which will then require a reboot. Step 6. After rebooting, the command prompt is ready to accept the next series of commands that will set up a static IP address and DNS server. Step 7. Enter another command to join the Active Directory domain, which requires another reboot. Step 8. Now the updated version of HyperV, known as RTM, needs to be installed, since the Windows Server 2008 ships with a beta version of the hypervisor. In order to copy that file to the system, we need to tell the firewall to allow remote management. Step 9. Download the aforementioned HyperV RTM package and copy it to the Windows Server. Step 10. Install the HyperV RTM package and reboot the system. Again. Step 11. Enable the HyperV role and reboot. Twice, actually. While we're waiting for Windows to reboot twice, it's a good time to go back to ESXi. ESXi is managed with the VI client, which is easily downloaded directly from the system itself. ESXi Step 6. Download and install VI client, which also supports Windows XP if you are one of the many who have not upgraded to Vista yet. ESXi Step 7. Launch the VI client, enter credentials, and connect to ESXi. As you can see, in just 10 minutes, you can go from bare metal to a fully functional VMware ESXi system that's ready to create and run virtual machines. Now that the HyperV system has finished rebooting twice, HyperV Manager can be downloaded and installed on a client, as long as it's Vista, because Windows XP is not supported. HyperV Step 13. Launch HyperV Manager and connect to the Windows Server. After more than 37 minutes, HyperV is finally ready to create and run virtual machines. VMware ESXi is simply a faster and easier choice for your virtual infrastructure.